Well, Bruce, now that I got the body set to the millimeter of exactly where it needs to go, I'm going to start designing and fabricating your outriggers. So I had a bunch of 3/16 metal sheared, couple of different sizes for different parts I'm going to put on here. And I'm going to use this piece, which is 7 inches wide, to be the backbone for your outriggers, because I've got to build out off of this body. So I've got this part prepped. I'm going to set this up here, tag it in place, roll this lip over, and then after I have this tack welded up in there. So this is going to be all up inside there. This is going to finish out the body, the rocker panel, all that will come right around to the bottom of this, and then I'll have outriggers on this. Let me show you on the other side. I've already got it in place. All right, now you can see how I've done that. So that lip did stand straight up, and I rolled it over into a 90, and then I've tack welded this piece up here, and then I've rolled this lip over it there, because this is all sheet metal, and all together the way the foor did it, it made it strong, but it's just hard to secure a piece of 3/16 to it. So with this roll on it, I'll be able to weld all the way down this edge, and that piece will be secured to that extremely well. And then I'll come back on the back side and plug weld that in, and then that'll give me a place to build my outriggers on. I'll do an outrigger over here, outrigger back there, outrigger up here, box all this in. This will be down with the bottom with the rocker panel. We'll roll right into that. Now, Bruce, I've got both these in place. I got them 2-part epoxied, and they're on there extremely well. But I've got to put some back support in them, some gussets in there, and that's all sheet metal underneath there as well. So I've got to put in some, I'm going to put in some 3/16 plate in there and make a landing. I went ahead and pulled the gas tank out to get it out of the way and get that fuel. I'm going to drag it out of the way so there's a chance to blow this thing up. And then I've fabricated these panels. Now these panels are going to insert up under your floor in behind this piece, and then I've got another piece that'll be full length down through here, and it will be from an angle from about midpoint of this up to this piece, which will be up under the floor. So it'll be up under there, you know, like that. Now I've got your last piece here to put in. I've got all the other side locked in place and welded, and I've pickled and treated and primed the inside of this piece, and it's going to go up inside there. This has been extremely difficult to get this in because I'm welding this 3/16 to this sheet metal, and it's got to be strong enough to last forever and hold the weight of this vehicle, the body of the Woodie. So what I've done here is I've got this where it's locked on here. So the way that's folded over, this panel's locked in, then I've got a foot of 3/16 under the bottom of this tacked in, and then I'm going to have this in here at an angle. So this is going to be locked in there to where it's not going anywhere. That's a big step getting those plates in. That's the foundation that all this is going to weld to and secure to. So those plates had to be extremely strong, and the way I've got them triangulated in there, they would act kind of like a side impact. If something hits right there, that's going to be extremely strong. So now it's time to start working on finding out the location of these posts exactly. Now I've had this together and apart, together and apart, and every time I have to put this to the exact location to know how to move this thing, because I have no exterior panels to work with. I have to do all this with body gaps. Now I have the back window, the back tailgate. That helped tremendously because it let me locate the back of this cab. When I started, the back of your cab was pushed over a little bit. So I got my porta power there, and I centered that all up to be exact for all the tailgate, then shot those plumbs off the center of your roof, which got the center of the roof in line with the center of the Explorer, and then I can adjust the sides accordingly. So now I set your wood up here to see how it fits in the back. Then in the front, if I move this post, like if I come out here, it's going to bring the bottom out, or vice versa, and I can dial that right in. But I want them all to hit at the same time, the wood and the metal, and get this side good and straight. So once I got your wood up here and I got it in a good spot, I checked all your door. I've got it fitting all the way around. When I shut your door, it's a good spot. So I'm at 5.5 inches off of the plates that I made, and that fits beautifully. So I went in here on the other side, made another 5.5 inch spacer, put it in on the other side, locked it down. It was right on the money beautifully. So I've got a good number here. So now I'm going to work on getting the height. I can move this post up and down and this one up and down, but I think they're in the right spot, but I'm fixing to make all the checks on that so they're in the exact spot. And get done with that, and we'll start building some outriggers. So let's get to work.